friends, it's Uzi, and today we're going to be talking about my New York Comic Con haul. Unfortunately, I was working during it, so I was only able to get a couple of the ones that I could snag online. A lot of them were some of my top picks though, so I'm excited to show you them. First off, I have Junji Ito's Souichi. I really like the sticker of this year's con, and I really like the shading around his eyes, as well as the nails and the doll in his hand. I like that they included the candles on his head, and the back of the box, that it has some of the manga art on it. It's really cool. Again, you can watch the anime on Crunchyroll. However, all of the manga that featured Souichi are not translated into English. You have to go through some of the fan translations, but they are out there, and you are able to read these stories. A little bit about Souichi. He, in the stories, is an 11-year-old that specializes in voodoo. He enjoys causing havoc against people he doesn't like. He suffered from anemia, so he kept iron nails in his mouth, and as an adult, he mastered a high level of dark magic and could generate nails from his mouth. With these nails, he liked to hammer them into his voodoo dolls and bring harm to others. He eventually marries a cannibal and fathers a cannibal son. He goes from town to town evading them and opening haunted houses along the way. I haven't personally read this manga, but I heard that all the stories that feature him are very good and a teeny bit funny, which is really cool. I like the mixture of that. There are many stories that feature him, but again, they're not translated into English unless you go through fan translations, but they are out there. I will start to watch the anime pretty soon in honor of spooky season. That would be perfect. That's Souichi, and let's move on to some of the other ones that I have for you. Alright, next up I have Red Goblin. This is a mixture of Carnage and Green Goblin. I really like the base on it, all the colors, and the pumpkin bomb, that it's different than the Green Goblin's bombs. I like the back of the box as well. In The Amazing Spider-Man 798, Red Goblin first made its debut when Otto Octavius created a cure that neutralized the Goblin serum. This then frustrated Norman Osborn, and he went on an extensive search to find the Carnage symbiote. When he received the Carnage symbiote, he was able to convince it to expunge the nanites that neutralized the Goblin serum. In doing that, he gained both Carnage symbiote powers and Green Goblin powers, with very few weaknesses. After that, he was able to go battle Spider-Man, and Spider-Man wasn't able to sense anything. I think this is really interesting because it features a goblin in which he's basically overpowered. It's insane how much power he has. He has ultra healing, ultra strength, like there's so much, and he's terrifying because Spider-Man is also not able to sense him. I definitely recommend this line of comics if you haven't read them. They're really cool. They go into extreme depths about it. So this is the Red Goblin. Next up I have Kaguya Otsutsuki. She's from Naruto. She's a celestial being that has a Sharingan right there in the middle of her forehead, and black zetsu that is in her robe. I really like the way they made her, and her long hair and her little ears as well. The celestial being that arrived on Earth to harvest a god tree of its chakra fruit. However, she grew an attachment for the planet and was discovered by the people of the land of the ancestors, which was run by Emperor Tenji. She was brought to Emperor Tenji and then wiped everyone's memories to live among them after she fell pregnant with Tenji's twins. A neighboring land threatened the land of the ancestors over a border dispute, so Emperor Tenji executed a law declaring that anyone who attacked nations' representatives were to be executed. She broke the rule when she was threatened, and it resulted in her and her assistant being hunted. After her assistant was shot down, she broke her clan's rule and ate fruit from the god tree. This filled her with chakra and awakened her Sharingan. She used her power to end conflict and control nations. She used infinite Tsukuyomi to transform people into her white Zetsu army to protect her chakra from being stolen from other clan members. Eventually, she gave birth to the twins Hagoromo and Hamura. They also gained her chakra. Eventually, she was ruled by a desire to control all the chakra and turned against her sons and integrated with the God Tree to become the 10 Tails. Her sons sealed her and created her into the moon, and she was then able to manifest her will into the form of Black Zetsu, which had a sole purpose of reviving her. That's the story of Kaguya Otsutsuki. I definitely recommend watching Naruto for the full version of it. That was just a really tiny version. There's a lot that happens. It's really, really cool. I think it's cool that she's like an alien, basically. It's sick. I recommend it definitely. She's one of my favorite figures so far in my collection. I have a lot of the Naruto collection too, so she's at the top of them as well. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and support to me. I'm definitely going to be updating weekly and making sure that my videos are like staying consistent. I'm checking out some new camera angles right now. Let me know what types of figures you have and what types you want to see from me. Thank you guys for watching.